What's up, y'all? So in this video, we'll be talking about all of my different streams of income and how I was able to make money during my time at Yale. And unlike all those other videos where people are making like so much bank, trust me, this one is not impressive, and I'm not even trying to be humble or anything like that, but hopefully it can provide you with some insights, tips, some sort of entertainment, and some inspiration on what to do. For context, throughout all 4 years of high school, I worked in the restaurant industry to financially support myself and my family. I grew up from a lower income background, so working hard for stuff was sort of second nature, and I was really excited to bring that drive and passion to college as well. And to be completely transparent, as a low-income student, I was blessed and had the privilege of getting a full ride to university. That being said, it's always good to make money, whether it's for yourself, family, friends, outing. Like, there is no justification. Everyone pretty much wants to have and make money somehow, which is why I made it a priority to have as much different income streams at Yale as possible. The first one is something that I already mentioned, but I got a full ride to Yale, which covers tuition, housing, and food, which I'm very, very grateful for. And I consider this a stream of income because it allowed me to use all the other money for more important matters and savings and investments. Speaking of, the second stream of income were any other money that I could finesse from Yale, really. This included a Yale stipend, which was around $1,000, I think, every semester or year, but it really fluctuates and depends on your specific financial aid package, as well as other scholarship and fellowship opportunities from Yale, which I'll talk about more in depth in a future video. But I'm gonna say it right now, a lot of those things amounted up to thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars. The third income stream was outside scholarships that I got locally through my community in Connecticut. And these were great because they would sort of just send a little bit of money every single semester. But I ended up just taking like one lump sum amount. I think it was a couple $1,000s my first year, but because I didn't know how to use that money, I ended up blowing it all off. So make sure that you're a lot more wise with your financial spending. And I think, not to break the fourth wall, I have a video on that.
Either this video is getting posted first or that one, but if that one's already posted,
check it out, you know the drill. So now we're gonna go into the actual student jobs at Yale in terms of my income streams. So the fourth one was working at the library. This one paid $12.75 an hour. And to be honest with you, I only did this job for like a day. So I was paid for the training, but afterwards I was like, nah, this is too tedious, kind of boring. It was literally just like going in the library and like stamping stuff, scanning stuff. And I was like, you know what? I can't really do this consistently for a long time. I'm grateful that I have a healthy body and that I have this opportunity to work in the first place, but I had some options and this wasn't the one that I liked the most. At the end of the day, beggars can't be choosers, of course, but if you have the autonomy to, try doing something that at least makes you somewhat excited and is tolerable, because you want this to be a consistent income stream for you in the future. So yeah, the library saga didn't really last that long, but my next income stream was working as a student desk attendant at Payne Whitney Gymnasium, which was Yale's gym. So I actually got this job by simply texting a friend who worked at the gym, because honestly, it seems very chill because you sort of just sit at the desk of the gym and you can sort of do your homework. But once again, you didn't hear that from me, but you can like do your homework, maybe text, call, do some other stuff, and you get paid by the hour for simply just sitting there. Of course, there are other tasks like picking up the phone, helping people out at the gym, doing all this stuff. And because I loved going to the gym anyways, I thought that this would have been a great way for me to like go to the gym and still make money out of it and also do stuff on the side while I am working. So working at Payne Whitney Gym was great because it was flexible and I could choose my specific shifts to work at. But the other job I did while working this, which was also sophomore year, was working at the Pearson Buttery. For those of you who don't know, at Yale there are 14 residential colleges for undergraduates, and each college has a buttery, which is like an underground social hub with a kitchen and games and stuff like that. So basically I worked at the Pearson Buttery as a chef, and I chose a shift which was every Thursday night, I believe, once a week for around 3 hours. And also it was just a great time because you're able to socialize, make food, cook food. I applied formally through my residential college. All right, so these next two jobs were sort of like the main jobs that I did at Yale, and that was being a research assistant. And what this means is basically helping out a faculty member or professor on any research need that they have. And I think that this is one of the best positions that you should be looking out for because number one, it's completely flexible. Number two, it usually pays really well. Number three, if it relates to your research interests, it's great because it keeps you exciting and keeps you excited and it looks good on the resume. For my first research assistant position junior year, I literally emailed everybody in the political science department and theater studies department to have a job. And I think over 50 of them responded saying no, maybe. But there's that one person, this one professor is amazing, who said yes to me. He was like, hey man, can you do some literature reviews? Can you read some stuff, analyze stuff, summarize stuff? Like, hey man, yeah, sure, I'll do it. That was great because I learned a lot about gene editing technology. I was able to use some coding software programs like R to use my research. So not only did I learn a lot of valuable skills, but it was completely flexible. I could work out on my own time. And as long as I got the task done, I would be able to report the amount of hours I worked in that week. And sometimes maybe I would add an extra hour or two maybe more. But, you know, overall, you know, I got the job done and it was a really great process. I was only able to work with that professor for a year. So after that year ended, for my junior and senior year, I did the cold email method again. Once again, over 60 people got back to me. Nobody said anything until one person referred me to another person who referred me to another amazing person who offered me the job. And this position is a research assistant, similar to the first professor I had, but the topics varied a bit. We focused more on like climate change, NGOs, gender, media, a lot of cool, broad topics. The next income stream is YouTube and college consulting. And you know, y'all know my track record. I'm not gonna hide from it. You know, I've been on and off a lot of the times, but you know, nevertheless, YouTube with the AdSense money, as well as through partnerships and brand deals and all that, has been able to make some income. Right now, you know, not the most obviously, but I want to continue to work for it and be consistent with my uploads. And I've also been able to do essay revisions and college tutoring and consulting on the side as well to make some good money. So if you're a high school student or anybody, you know, use those resources. I can't say this enough, but you know, you can trust me, sort of. Now, some honorable mentions of jobs. I actually forgot what they were, but I did some like research studies and like lab studies where, you know, you would like go in, they would ask you questions, they would pay you like $50 a pop. There's even a time where like I got a $100 Yale Visa card. I think I might even be able to show you. Let me see. Okay, I don't know why I can't seem to find it, but it was literally like a Visa card, prepaid debit card with Yale on it. It was like a Yale School of Management study where we talked about like social media or something. And there was even a study where I had to solve like math problems with other people, and I won like $70 for that. But basically, you know, you gotta be creative. I also worked as a parking lot attendant, according to my notes. I don't even remember that, but also like ushers for like opening assemblies, keynote addresses. And yeah, there's some other things that I probably did, but you get the point. I also did some summer internships and other stuff, but I'll probably mention that in the future video where I talk about all of my summer experiences at Yale. So if that's interesting, please let me know. But overall, just be proactive about finding a job, you know, see what works for you, because at the end of the day, nobody cares if you are broke in college. You know, you're in your 20s, late teens, like, come on, like live below your means, it doesn't matter. Try to figure out a way to make money to support yourself, support your family, or whatever reason that you have. But if you enjoyed this video, please let me know. And I really appreciate the transparency that I'm having with y'all. You know, I feel like my connection is growing. But if y'all want more of this, please let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.